Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel, back on Euro Truck Simulator 2, and it's been a couple of weeks because of my holidays since the first one we did on this, but I thought I'd jump back in. A lot of you guys gave me feedback, you know, on the first video. Thanks everybody for watching it and for all those likes, by the way, much appreciated. But a lot of you said, oh, we shouldn't have started in the UK because the UK is the one area of the original game which hasn't received much, if any, update at all since the game was released. So I've kind of took that on board, and I'm still taking quick jobs. You can see I've only got 26 grand saved up, and I've been working my way down to the south of England, and I'm actually at Felixstowe right now. So I'm looking for a job to get over into somewhere else in Europe, and I can see that I've got one here, Felixstowe to Calais in France. So I thought I'd take that, I'd take you guys up on it, and I would get across to somewhere else and we'll have a look what France looks like. This is for sawdust panels, and if we complete this job we'll get 3,597 euro. So why don't we click it? There's the route. You can see where we're going. I'm interested to know what happens when I get to the coast. Is there an animation that puts me on a ferry or something? The only thing that I hope isn't animated is the queues at the port. We don't want any of that, do we? So shall we take the job and we'll get into it and we'll see what it's all about. I'm quite looking forward to this, I'm not going to lie. Really enjoyed myself last time. Let's get the truck set up. We are in a DAF truck, or a DAF. Is it a DAF? I'm sure. I keep doing that to change the view, you know, pressing the right stick in, which turns it off. Now DAF, were they Leyland trucks, which, you know, living in Preston, Leyland is, what, 5 or 6 miles up the road? So I think that's what that is, a Leyland truck that was. Yeah, it looks pretty good, doesn't it? Tree It Wood is who we're working for today. Let's jump back in, shall we? We're not going to put any lights on right now. We're just going to get into it. 166 miles we've got, but as I say, when we get to the port, I'm interested to know what's going to happen. How do I get out of here? That's the first thing. It's not that way, is it? I think we're going to have to reverse up and go out the other side. That's fine. That's a noob's mistake. I bet once you get used to these depots, because this one's looking familiar to me from a previous run. Are they the same? Are some of the depots looking the same? What I was going to say is you'll get used to how the depots look. You'll know exactly how to get in and out. There's the exit there, look. I should have just looked to the right to begin with, then I would have been alright. Okay. It's a good fun game though, this, isn't it? You guys were right. You said I would enjoy this when I got a PC, and you're not kidding. Let's just wait for a break in the traffic. It's a lovely day down in Felixstowe. I've got that left-hand mirror on, by the way, can you see there? Now, I know that looks a bit naff, but to help with me not getting on the white lines as much until I get used to driving these things, I'm just going to leave that on. All you pros will be going with the standard mirror setup, I have absolutely no doubt. But for me, can you see? I can see where the white line is now on the left hand side and the right hand side, so that's why I'm leaving it on. So just for now, we'll leave it as is. Got a humpback bridge coming up, and as we're already in Felixstowe, it shouldn't be that long until we get to the coast. So let's turn here. That's an area of the map that is blocked off. To say this, if the UK hasn't been updated since the original map, still looks alright to me. Am I going to be blown away by the other areas of the map? Is there a massive difference? Not sure. Anyway, I need to get across this junction now, which is going to be a bit dodgy. Let's just make sure we do it correctly. There's a break coming up here. No chance. Oh, he's waiting for me. That might help. Thanks, mate. If I remember you, I'll let you out next time. Cool, right. Let's get back. Oh my word, we're nearly on the grass. I need to learn how many clicks of the D-pad gets me through the views. How many views there are so I can get back to the cab. Because that's going to help me. Nonetheless, a couple of you said I need to have a mess about with the settings as well, because my frame rate was suffering. I didn't notice that. Can you really see that? I haven't tuned it since the last video, because there's a heck of a lot in there that you can possibly tune, so I haven't messed with it. I was kind of happy with it last time, but let me know. There probably is a way actually to flick up a frame rate counter on the game, but I don't know what that is. You can also drop that in the comments if you know how to do that. Then I can see what frame rate I'm actually getting. Come on, up the hill we go. Come on, you can do it. Right, this is the A12. Still discovering large chunks of the map. I think last time, did we go on video? I think we went from Carlisle down to Liverpool. I think then I worked it Liverpool to Birmingham, and I went Birmingham to Plymouth, I'm sure, Plymouth to Felixstowe, and then this is where we've picked up in this video. So I know when you're doing these quick jobs, you can basically start any job you want. You don't have to be in that starting location to give it a go. But I've been trying to play it like that. I've been trying to snake my way through since you guys said get out of the UK and try somewhere else. I've been trying to work my way down to one of the ports. I was originally going to go down to Dover. I didn't see a job at that time which would take me down to Dover, so I decided to come down to Felixstowe instead, because it's as broad as it is long, as they say. And we're staying on here, aren't we? I'm going to put the cruise control on. That's Horwich. I need to get across here. Come on. We don't want to end up in Horwich. Get the cruise back on. Right, so this is the A12, which I'm not really that familiar with in real life. Oh, hang on. Oh, damn. Sorry, the Mini just got totaled. That's me not concentrating. I was going to tell you a story about the A14, not the A12. The A14 is very much like this. I was on my way down to Ipswich driving once. And you see the signs at the side of the road saying tiredness can kill. You know what? You need to pay attention to those. I was so tired one morning driving down to Ipswich, down the A14. I said to myself, I'm going to stop in a minute. I'm too tired. And I was going to stop at the next lay-by, and I did stop at the next lay-by, but I don't remember doing it. How scary is that? So when you see the advice about not driving when you're tired, take it. Believe me. Never did that again. Very short runs. If I was tired, I don't go on a long run. But that was when I was working. I was driving to get to a job that I was doing very early morning. I set off really early. But yeah, that was the A14. This is the A12. Very scary stuff. It's just not worth taking a risk, is it? Right, we got 119 miles till we get to Calais. There was a yellow Mini just went past. I don't think that'll be the original Mini. I probably should have stopped and given my details. But for purposes of the video, we haven't got time. We'll carry on regardless. Let them sort that out. Let's get over into this left-hand lane. This is a 60. I'm going to put the cruise on. We are doing 51, which is a decent amount. Still on the Xbox controller, by the way. Looking forward to getting that wheel out and using the wheel going forwards, but I'm a few weeks off that yet. We're actually heading to Dover, aren't we? So despite what I said, we're actually going to sail from Dover. So that's fine. That was my original intention. Just didn't find a job, as I said, that went to Dover. So we've kind of done it in a roundabout way. Let's see if I can keep the cruise on, shall I? On the controller. Around this slip road. Yeah, it's alright. Keep the speed up the hill. And here we are on the M25. Also big sunflowers there to the left. Looking quite nice. Lots and lots of you as well in the comments for the last video advising me, you know, get the DLC. I think somebody worked out that to get the existing DLC, I think there was a map just came out recently, but to get all the DLC previous to that in the sale would cost me about 86 quid compared to several hundred quid, which is what anyone that's been playing this since the beginning, since it was released, would have paid. So that's quite a good bargain, isn't it? So I'm waiting for the next Steam sale. I'm probably going to pick up quite a few items. So I've only done those runs that I mentioned so far, but I am quite enjoying it. So, you know, I'm quite happy to pick up some of those DLCs and make the most of it. When I've got the wheel out, I will really enjoy it. I know I will. It's, you know, the controller's great. The controller works. It works no problem. But for the authentic experience, the wheel is going to be the thing. So I am really looking forward to getting that set up. Right, this is the turn off for Dover. I'm going to take the cruise off because I don't know how much of a turn or curve this is. It's actually not bad, is it? Let's put it back on. And this is the M2. And Dover is in 39 miles. Are we in miles? We should be in miles because we're in the UK. And I think it is because the route planner sat-nav thingy-majiggy is showing us in miles per hour, so we should be in miles per hour. I wonder, does that, when we get to France, does that automatically switch to kilometers per hour? Don't know. We'll find out. So we're going to Calais. I don't know how much driving I'm going to actually do on the other side once we get to France. Again, we'll find out. But I guess once in France, we're open to quite a few jobs there, aren't we? Because we've no water to traverse once we're across the channel. Once we're there, we're there. Right, still got 67 miles, 66 miles to the destination. Need to get over here. Once we get on a straight bit, we'll have a look outside at the truck. I've been fiddling with the seating position as well. I quite like this seating position. I did try it sat really far back, and I don't know, I didn't get into it. I did a similar thing with Train Sim Classic. I altered the seating position to be sort of, you know, sat right back. I didn't get into that either, so yeah, I like to see the cab. You know, I like to see a lot of the cab, but not at the expense of feeling like I'm sat in the back seat, if you know what I mean. So I've kind of put it forward again, and this is about right for me personally. I have seen some people playing it on YouTube that are kind of sat in the back. But that's fine, isn't it? That's personal preference. There's Dover ahead with the symbol for the ferry. 15:25 on a Tuesday afternoon. In game, that is. Don't see any queues yet. It'd be harsh, wouldn't it, if they simulated the queues getting on the ferries and made you sit in it for that real experience. Now we just check the junction. I'm going straight on here, which is alright. There's definitely a little bit more traffic though down this end. Let's hope it doesn't get any more serious than this. Oh, we've got a oh, I went across the road then. I wasn't meant to do that. Right, we've got a 50 coming up. We're already... I'm getting lane. That might help. In case anybody wants to come past me. We're a big truck. We are quite slow. We've got 30 coming up. Dover is discovered. There's a castle up there. Does Dover have a castle? I don't know much about Dover, to be honest, apart from it's where everyone sails from. And I've been to France via Dover a long time ago. So I will assume, until I look it up, that is Dover Castle. That would make sense, wouldn't it? So we might not be far away now from the port itself. So I need to keep an eye on where we're turning. Got a left turn coming up. Right, let's take a look outside, shall we, while we're here. There's the castle. Now I wonder if I can take a shot with that castle there. Shall we try it? So this is another thing we're getting used to. Look at the queue behind us. Where's the castle? There's the castle. Look at that. There we are. That's quite nice. There's our truck. We can hide the controls with the left stick. We can take a picture with X. Nice. I like it. I like it. Let's go back. Now, is that a Steam capture that it's taken, or is that an in-game capture? I'm gonna go through this light. I'm committed. I don't know whether I'll find that capture at the moment in my Steam captures or not. But again, it's all discovery. I'll find out. I think there is a gallery, isn't there, inside the game? So it's probably in there. Now I need to go around this roundabout, so I'm going to stay in this lane and follow this coach all around. And so I can stay out of trouble. Keeping an eye on that left mirror. I went up the curb there. That left mirror is handy though. I know it looks naff, as I said, but it's quite handy. I can see the ships there in the distance, look. I'm liking it. Ferries this way, nice. Oh, look at that. That reminds me of being back in Mallorca with those ferries there, like that. Although they were cruise ships rather than ferries. Very similar to that though. Oh, there's the White Cliffs though. We've got the White Cliffs over on the left. Right, this probably calls for us being out of the cab. I don't want to prang it here by being in this view, but we'll give it a go. There's the cliffs. So it's probably worth me trying to get another picture here. Let's have a look. Oh, we're spoilt. We can either get the ferries, or if I move around here, we got the white cliffs. What do you reckon? If those are the right cliffs, they're not as impressive as the real ones, are they? Or are they down there in the distance? I'm not sure. I'm really not sure. Right, can I not move the camera any faster than that? Let's get the ferries, shall we? We'll do it that way. We've got some birds up there, look. That's gonna be a good shot. Let's zoom in. Once I get used to what LB and RB is on an Xbox controller, having been on a PlayStation controller for so long, then we might be in business. You know what I mean? That will help. Right, I think that's fairly decent. So let's hide those controls. We'll take that. I think that'll do us. Right, let's get on. What have we got? 35 miles till we get to France. Right, we got the end of the little route coming up on the left now. So, what happens here? Where are we going? Are we going down there? Is that where it's asking us to go? I don't know. We're probably down the wrong side of the street here, look, doing this. Are we actually driving onto the ferry? That's the thing. If we're driving on the ferry, that's pretty cool. I've never seen this before. That's why I'm acting so, like, stupid. But this is a thing. I'm genuinely impressed with this. Is that? Oh, that's where I'm going there with a little anchor. Oh, this is pretty good. I'm liking this. I did not know. I assumed we'd get down to a certain point, and it would just kind of show us a cutscene. Is this where we're going? What do we do now? Do we turn the engine off? I'm not sure what we do here. Let's just have a look. Am I meant to get the cab in there? What am I meant to do here? Ah, there we go. To view destinations, press enter or A. And that's where we're going. Embark. Cool. Calais discovered. I like it. I do like it. Alright, let me get back in the cab. Do you know what? I'm impressed with that. Can you tell? Let's drive off. There's our little map back again. Oh, that's pretty awesome, that. I enjoyed that. Do you know the fact that they've they've put all this in the game is pretty neat, isn't it? Let's have a quick look outside at the port at Calais. There's our boat. I don't know if it was the same one we got on at the other end, but I'm not going to complain about it. We got Calais itself over there, it looks like. Let's just follow this round, shall we? We've only got 3 miles till our destination, so We're actually nearly there. Let's go around. Of course, I'm now driving on the right hand side rather than the left, which is fine. That is pretty neat though. Right, we got a short left. So because our truck is right-hand drive, we're still in miles per hour. So what is the distance? The distance is still in miles, so it's kept it in miles. So I'm not sure whether the road signs, I don't know if that's 30 kilometers per hour. No, 19 so the road signs are in kilometers per hour, but on our little route planner it's showing 19 miles per hour, which is the conversion, isn't it, from 30 kilometers per hour. So that's pretty cool how it does that. Recognises what kind of truck you're driving. And whoops, I don't want to be on the curb. Let me go back in now. There we go. Right, let's get back down to what we were doing. I'm actually speeding here. 22 miles per hour. The port's very quiet, isn't it? But I don't mind that. I don't want to, if I'm playing a game like this, I don't want to get stuck. I just want to experience the game. Although some would argue that it is nothing like this because of how busy it is normally. Let's have a look what's coming. Need to get out behind these guys after this one, I think. Watching that right hand mirror. And we gotta go first left. Let's wait for this traffic. And we will park it as well, because I'm finding the parking okay so far in this game. Better than on the road, anyway. But a lot of you are saying now, well, that's not difficult. That's just how it is. Here's our depot look coming up on the left hand side, so we will drop into here and see where it wants us to drop this off. It's going to be over there on the right, is it? Right, we're going to do it ourselves. And indeed, it is over there. So what I'm going to do is it's easier for me to do this way. So we will swing this around, get into this corner, straighten the cab up a bit. Alright, cool. Right, here we go then. So we'll swing the cab around slightly. Then we can get the back end straight before we do anything else. At least the parking on this is, a bit more realistic than on the road, being as we were talking about on the road. I'll go forward slightly. I slightly overcooked it there. I find some of those depots really, really difficult to park in with on the road. This is a breath of fresh air compared to that. As many of you that have been watching the PS5 streams of On The Road have already told me a long time ago. But having experienced it now for myself, I can see what you mean. Right, let's straighten it up. There we go. Now you see, no problem, look. Let's detach this with Y. And that's sort of job done. That's sawdust panels delivered from Felixstowe to Calais. I enjoyed that one. I hope you guys did too. Thanks for sticking with me. I am a beginner. I am getting there. The reaction of the ferry and the going across from Dover to Calais was genuine. Honestly, I've never seen that before. I have seen a few people do Euro Truck and American Truck, actually, for that matter, but I've kind of had it on the background. I've never really watched it because I've not had a PC before, so I knew I wasn't ever going to play it. So a lot of these reactions that I'm giving you is genuine. It's genuine the first time I've seen it, and you know what? I'm really enjoying it. And at level 4 there, it still tells me I'm a newbie, but I'm fine with that. I'm absolutely fine with it. I'm really enjoying taking these jobs. We got 3,597 euro for that, and another 260 XP, and I'll take it because I enjoyed it. And we got skill points. We got 1 skill point. I've already assigned some of these, as you can see. I should probably start sort of, distributing these a little bit better, but I've been trying to do the distances. Let's do the distances, then at least if I can go further, that's a good start, isn't it? So we'll apply that one, and there we are, and that is it. So hope you've enjoyed it. Thanks once again for watching. Leave me a like if you did enjoy it, and if you haven't already, don't forget to subscribe. We've got lots more coming up on the channel, including more Euro Truck Simulator 2 and various other games and bits and pieces that we've been playing both on the PS5 and on the PC. So hope you've enjoyed it. Take care everybody, and I'll see you on the next one. Bye for now.